Hey all, the Cenarion Festival is upon us, and I made this video to try and show you the pitfalls you should avoid when navigating the reward tree. So there are a few scams in here. I thought I'd point them out, and the reason for this is the arc energy is going to convert at a rate of 2 to 1 when the event ends. That means basically for every 2 tickets you have unspent, you're going to get 1 arc energy, which is an insane amount of value. Basically, if you are gated by arc energy at all, you're going to want to take advantage of this. So the first thing here is the daily offers. You have to buy 21 daily offers before the event ends. So you're going to want to start doing that as soon as possible, because you may only get 1 of these in your shop a day, maybe even less. But you're going to want to buy these 60 gold tomes because they are the least expensive of the offers, and you got to buy 21 of them. The tomes are not great value on their own, but with the arc energy from the tickets that would be converted is worth 3,100 gold. So you're spending 1,260 gold on the tomes. You're getting a decent amount of value from the experience, but not the greatest value. But you're also getting 3,100 gold worth of arc energy on top of that. You can also buy arc energy from that same section if you really want more arc energy, or you can wait for the Cenarion leaders to roll over. When Cenarion leaders roll over, they'll be the active leaders for the dungeon, and they will start appearing in the grid. So that's the next thing we're going to talk about is if you want to buy 30 units in the grid, I recommend waiting just 3 days here for the Cenarion leaders to enter the grid, and you can start buying those, which we can use to work on one of the future quests that we're going to talk about. But first, I want to talk about the Arclight Surges. So it's very important that you're doing your Arclight Surges with Cenarion minis in your deck. It can be the leader, or it can just be a little side mini that you have here. I'm going with Anuk, it's just because it's fun and I want to try them out. But you could do Cenarius, you could do any of these minis here that are Cenarion, and that will give you credit. Just make sure you have them in your deck when you queue up for the Arclight Surges. And just keep in mind that the dual family Surges will not count. So it is very important, whenever you can select your deck for these Arclight Surges, you need to have a Cenarion mini in your deck, or it could set you back significantly on that quest. So beyond this, there are upgrading your Cenarion minis to rare and epic and uncommon. And personally, I'm only aiming for about 3 of the rares and potentially 3 of the epics, depending on how I'm feeling about the Cenarion minis as a whole. But the reason for this is you get 32,000 tickets for upgrading 3 Cenarion minis to epic, and that converts to 16,000 energy. So you basically get 3 epics for the price of 1 in terms of arc energy, which is really good value. Next, we're going to talk about the rewards. So everything in this tree here that I'm buying is going to be the optimal valuation for spending. And basically, we'll show you a chart at the end that shows you why that is. But everything at the beginning of the tree is very good value because the tickets convert at a rate of 0.1 gold per ticket spent to arc energy. So anything above that is going to be good value. So we're aiming for anything that gives us more than that. And basically everything at the beginning of the tree here, sans these like fairy dragons and such, will give you that. The arc energy here converts at a rate of 1,400 tickets to 1,500. So that's still a rate of 1.1 to 1, which is very good. It outpaces the amount that would convert normally. And beyond that, these gold satchels are not bad. If you're gated by gold, I do recommend you buy them. However, personally, I'm gated by arc energy, so that's what we're going with. We have to take this tome here, even though it's terrible value, because we want to get to the Bog Beast and the arc energy beyond it. And basically, we can upgrade the Bog Beast to uncommon if we buy it. So we're going to go with the Bog Beast. We're going to take the arc energy beyond it, which is 2,500 energy to 3,000 tickets. So it's a little bit under 1 to 1, but it's still good value. And then the coins are pretty decent value as well. I don't buy them in this clip, but if you want to get your Ancient of War to uncommon without spending any money, you can go for those Ancients of War there and get 5 total, which will allow you to bring it just above uncommon. And then if you wanted to get to rare, you would have to buy some bundles in the shop. So beyond this, you are going to have a few optional choices coming down here, and we'll talk about those right now. So this gold here is decent value on the right. I think it's 0.075, a little bit less than the arc energy you would get from conversion, but it's still pretty good if you're gated by gold and you need it to buy certain things. I'm not really gated by gold at this point. I need as much arc energy as I can get, so I will take the efficiency where I can. The Cenarion minis on the left and the major leader tome are terrible value, so we don't go with them. Next, this poop emoji is something that you may only have one opportunity to get. So in my opinion, if you have even the faintest desire to buy it, I suggest you buy it because you may regret it if you don't. However, if you don't care about emojis, no sweat, you don't have to buy it, right? So this is a totally personal preference. You end up losing out on 3,000 tickets if you don't buy it. The gold is pretty good value as well. That's why I ended up going that way. And what the heck, we're going to buy the poop emote because it's pretty cool. So beyond this, you could buy the fairy dragon, which is pretty good value. It is actually 0.113 or something like that. And the megatome is 0.116 or something like that. So they're very good value there on the left. But you don't necessarily have to buy them. However, they will kind of catapult your Cenarion minis a little bit forward because it's a megatome. 5,000 experience per Cenarion mini will be offered every time you open a page on the left. Beyond this, you may notice that I have Anu, and he's not great value as far as tickets spent. You had to spend 5,000 to get the first star on him, but I just figured I'd unlock him early on just so I could overcap on my experience because you have a cap of 50,000 per day, so I went ahead and bought him. But nothing really says you have to buy him. However, the gold just beyond Anu down here is very good value, so if you are looking to go into the tree, that's about as far as I would go. Now, if you really want some of the stars, but you don't want to cycle as much in the grid, this could save you some money, and you could go even further down in the tree just to pick up those 5 stars on Cenarius and Anu. But as you can see here in this chart, basically, this is how much gold you get per ticket spent. The higher the number, the better, obviously. And the rate of comparison is 0.1 because that's what you're going to get baseline just for letting your tickets convert into arc energy at the end. So anything higher than that number is going to be better value. And you can see on the right is an overview of the chart. Green is great value. Red is good value. However, only buy it if you don't need arc energy. If you need arc energy more, I suggest not buying it. And then yellow is like optional stuff you can buy if you want to get like more experience, or you want more fairy dragons, or you want the poop emoji, or what have you. You can go a little bit deeper in the chart, but you'll notice here that some of those rewards are pretty poor value, and the deeper you go in the rewards, the less return you're going to get. It actually costs so many tickets to get down to the deeper parts of the chart that it becomes not worth it from an arc energy perspective. Now, if you aren't gated by arc energy, then maybe you might want to go further in the chart anyway, just to pick up those extra liters. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you, and I hope to catch you on the flip side. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and happy questing you all. Bye-bye.